3, Group C.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day three of the Afro Arena Championship group stages. I am your host, IQ, and I am joined by the short king himself, Mr. Ainub. Ainub, talk to the fans.
Slander. But anyways, guys, yo, I'm Ainab. I'll be joining IQ today, and right next to us, we've also got our beautiful King Al. Al, what's up?
Beautiful king. What?
Ah,
Anyways,
wait, come
It
on.
seems like
hi
the vibes
everyone.
are all over the place today.
Yeah. So hey everyone, it's Al here. Thank you for having me. And we also have today Shani.
Shani Ali, Shia Jo.
Walai.
Uh,
Well then, guys, it
Shani
seems we're having some
seems to have
difficulties
been.
with Shani, so she'll be here hopefully soon. But in the meantime, let's make do with what we have. So today we've got touch grass. Go on, touch it versus Avis Infinity. How are we feeling about this matchup, boys?
I mean, touch grass is made by, I guess, three players from your squad, dozen dimes, which we have seen show a dominant performance yesterday in day two of the group stages. Despite how the myriad of technical difficulties went, DD still showed great promise. So we're looking forward to see what the three players of DD have to show us today, especially with the two imports that they have. My eyes are particularly on Mr. Hatchworld, whose name I'm very afraid to pronounce, lest I summon Cthulhu into my room. And on the other side, we have Avis, who, full Kenyan squad. We've not gotten to see much of them in the past few, but I guess they're looking to show us a good time. Hashim.
Yes. So yeah, as we see, touch grass more of like imports FC. Earlier I was talking with Saul. I was like, "How do you feel about your team?" And he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be a passenger princess, but I hope not. Let's hope that everyone contributes to this team, and it's not just imports FC glorified." And for the side of Avis, we see some, for me, anyways, very familiar names. Our editor, the Ray, there. We have Cotton Candy, who was on the women's team. But
So,
looking at these bans, I feel like they're target bans because, okay, Mino is valid, Barat is valid, Hirara is valid. But the Ixia, BX6, and okay, Melissa is 50-50, but they look like target bans, in my opinion.
Uh, they, I would agree with you in terms of these look like target bands. And again, Mr. Hashwell, and I really hope I am not butchering this name, uh, is known to have some very dangerous assassins in his arsenal. So I would assume the Hirara is a direct ban for him. as we can see yet again, for the upteenth time in this group stages, Paquito gets left open yet again. What is with teams and not banning this hero?
They don't really respect it. They're like, maybe you're Muhammad Ali and maybe you're KSI. So who knows?
Well,
Maybe they have an answer.
Singularity in the comments says somebody is about to be touched. Is he referring to the Paquito about to touch Miss Cotton Candy? Family friendly stream, by the way. Ow.
Um,
Yo,
yeah,
uh, yo, Al. If you had to put your house on the line on who's winning this matchup, what would you say and why?
that's grass. I'd obviously say touch grass. They literally have my squad name. So if they lose, I don't know. I'm losing everything, including my house.
We
'Cause
can
now,
see here the cell coming through with a god. Very meta pick so far on both sides, actually, because we have seen in recent times the Groot, Mr. Tree, doing some crazy, crazy things as well in the ranked scene. He has actually quite a respectable win rate. Zushin, the annoyance of mid lane, we know her, everybody knows her. And I would say so far, everyone is leaning into very solid picks as we wait to see what Mr. Astro is going to show us. Taking his sweet time. People are already talking about nah GG's, outdrafted, even Marcel. Guys, calm down, calm down. The game has just begun. Let's not jinx anyone. Let him cook, man. Hush
Okay,
him.
Lakini, just hear me out. Just hear me out. Okay, not only do they have the skill gap over them, but God, Marcel, and Paquito. Yeah. Now wrap it up. I'm with the comments. I'm with the comments. You're alone on this one. Wrap it up.
Now, as was mentioned in previous comments, casters have to be impartial, but even in our impartiality, we have to recognize, of course, that Touchgrass looking mighty scary, especially with the imports, and the draft is looking even scarier. I am very, 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 very scared for Abyss. However, I am looking to be entertained. They might pull a surprise that we might not be expecting as we get into the second phase of the bans. We see a Harit go out. Is that yet another targeted ban? I don't know. Hashim, how? What's it?
Yo, by the way, IQ, I think someone here just called you stupid in the comments, like sort of indirectly, but I think he's confusing IQ with oh, it's get it IQ and then intelligence. Okay, but I think he's confusing intelligence and being impartial. I think on any other day, if you'd have asked him, he would have been on the side of touch grass. But here we have to be impartial. We have to recognize that these players have gone through a lot just to get here, and the game can go any way. So yeah, maybe Avis will pull off an upset. Which you know what, I'm gonna say right here, I'm hoping for an upset. I'll just leave that there because both of us we're gonna be playing very soon. Come the knockouts, and let's just say we'd prefer to face certain teams over others. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, so looking at the bans, it's gone back to being at least meta bans, no more maximum target bans. Looking at the Esmeralda, the Freya, the Harith. I don't know why Martis is there, but
Martis
yeah.
is actually Dark System's main. Dark System
Oh,
is, yeah, he's a good Martis user actually. So yeah, I think it was targeted. It's a targeted ban.
Yeah, I would say as we round off the last phase of the bans, we see the Esmeralda, Martis, Freya, and Harry come in. And yeah, these look quite targeted in my opinion. I don't think any of this is particularly top meta in my opinion. But coming into the picks, what do you think we're going to be seeing from either team in the last two of each of their picks as we wait to see Jenga? Jenga goes for the Luffy. Interesting to see because it has not been performing as well, in my opinion. But I don't know. We might see something interesting coming from him. Soul Crusher locking in. Sorry, Al, what were you saying?
Oh, it's Hashim actually.
Oh,
So
Hakim, what were you saying?
looking at the side of this, they need a jungler, and before they pick a jungler, I just like to shame all of you in the comments. 12 viewers and 3 likes. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Kiss, kiss,
You're
kiss,
enjoying
kiss.
peak content and you're not showing appreciation. Nah, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. But yeah, also we do not
Hearing
solicit
Hashim's
gambling
voice.
here. We don't solicit gambling here. I see people in the comments just betting on the outcomes. Get me involved in the bet, please. Anyway,
Come on, please.
so I think looking at this last pick here for Avis, should be seeing a jungler. Leo Mod is going to struggle. Die! I think they could have done
Wow.
something better than with that pick.
I'm a bit shocked at the Leo mod pick. It's looking a
Same.
bit it's looking quite dicey. But as
Who do you
Hashim
even
has
kill?
said, you kill the Natalias. But picks have been locked in. We cannot change it at this point. We have a Leo mod jungle. It is what it is. As we get into the first game of day 3 in the Afro Arena Championships, please palm that like button. Hashim's voice deserves at least 20 likes. Come on now.
It looks
I
like we
mean,
have a bunch of good boys in the comments. The likes went up from 3 to 8. Good boys
see,
and
it's the
girls.
Hashim effect, man. I'm telling you.
But yeah, looking at these drafts, someone is saying that the marksman gap will favor late game for Avis. Listen, that means not Didi, sorry, the Didi members and the other imports will finish this game very, very quickly. Because if it gets to late game, Avis might have the advantage here over Touch Grass. But yeah, what do you think
I,
about
I,
these
I
drafts?
think that people really underestimate or overestimate the importance of a marksman whenever you're playing in an organized 5-man team. If you check most tournaments currently, many teams don't favor the marksman angle because currently the meta favors really high early game damage type heroes. So I don't know whether this marksman pick is going to do them that much well. We see a lot of action in the mid currently. Saint Eves looking to invade with that Paquito doesn't really get the best angle to do so. Uh,
You
they
see
look like
Kana
they're
giving
setting up
vision.
to go for the invade. The invade is there, but Mr. Afteroth is able to maintain his jungle creeps. Again, lots of action in the mid in the first 1 minute of the game. Lethal Wandering currently being set up goes the side of Touch Grass. And wow, looks
Uh,
like they're
we
setting up
see
with another invade.
a lot of rotating from St. Eves. This is the difference having a fighter in gold lane of our marksman will give you in the early game. A lot of pressure on the map from the Paquito.
Correct. And this Paquito, just man, the chaining of the skills, the mobility, it's actually insane. Though
And the
it looks like
damage.
both teams are not looking to take any unnecessary risks this early. In as much as Touchgrass seem to be invading this early and being so pressureful, they're doing so with utmost discipline. Neither of them are taking any unnecessary risks, just taking it one step at a time. As we look at the turtle setup,
Can we get DNA tests for these players? This is a Kenyan match, 2 minutes, no kills. Okay.
it's kind of
Clean
insane
turtle
in my
take.
opinion.
Yeah, clean
Yes,
turtle
but it
take
looks like it's
for
gonna be
touch
an
grass.
easy turtle for Touch Grass as Mr. Njanga is having a hard time in that goal lane versus this Paquito. Uh, we see Astaroth getting invaded, and that will be the first blood Harley Wickwish combo. Zushin tries to go for the trade with the Marcel. I don't think it's going to be enough damage. They're getting counter engaged on, and he has to Cotton Candy has to flicker to safety.
That's the burst
Wow,
damage of the Harley, by the way, coming in because it's currently an assassin meta. As we see a gank onto Njenga, but that blazing duet will help him sustain the burst damage. It's
Blazing Duet
currently
has to
favoring.
sustain.
It's helping. The current meta favors the
Astaroth
assassin type. As we
getting
see, after
invaded yet again, and the
wow,
Marcel just wow. The pressure is
these,
getting onto them now.
these buffs are not even his
Wow.
anymore.
You did mention that they're gonna struggle like crazy, and so far it seems like Astaroth, this on that 0-2-0 Leo mode, doesn't seem to be doing too well. Wow.
By the way, the macro
I'm not
game from Touch Grass is amazing too, because this is almost a 3k gold lead in 3 minutes with only 2 kills. Favoring
with
them.
only 2 kills. Quite insane. I see that the guys in the comments insist that they want more kills, and more kills might be on the way as we see Dere 1 HP and goes down to the damage of the god. Most people don't know that god's passive allows him to deal true damage, which is quite detrimental to tanks, especially in the early game. And they are looking to go to Astaroth with yet another invade. This Marcel and God
Hey,
combo is just too much for Astaroth, man. Hashem,
junglers' lives matter. This Astaroth is going through it today. He won't sleep well.
it, it's quite insane. We can see the Fovius cutting lanes, Soul Crusher, as they're setting up for yet another turtle, and it looks like it's gonna be another easy turtle. Astaroth sauntering back towards the turtle, looking so hopeless. It is
Touch Grass
so
seems
sad to
superior
watch.
in every
We can
single
see
way
a
imaginable here.
five-man invade and
That's a,
Paquito dealing
that's
with
a
that
tank.
tank as if he is. Imagine, man. Oh my god. Belleric disappeared as if he was a mage. What are we watching, Hashim? Uh, we can
4k
see
gold
Njenga
lead.
trying to farm up in the top. I don't know whether he is going to be able to get enough of a lead to change this game around because right now, oh, we saw Mr. Dark System get ganked down there. It is not looking good for the XP lane. It's gonna fall shortly as yet again Astaroth goes to a buff that has been taken. These buffs are not his. My goodness. Hashim. Al. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. And I don't
I'm not gonna
understand the
lie.
reluctance to ban Paquito. Why did they let Paquito go through, man?
I'm not gonna lie. I think that this is just hopeless because I don't see what they do. Genuinely, they're being beaten in every single way imaginable. There's no faction of the game you can point at for a this and say at least they have this.
And
There's
Marcel
nothing.
engages
As you
into a
see,
three-man stun, and we can see Dark System trying to get a kill on Wikiwish.
finally
Wikiwish
a
survives
kill
with one
for the side of
hit, but
Avis.
he is not able to survive. Dark System said he is going to go down with one person. Marcel looking to engage yet again, but doesn't. They are going to disengage the discipline, knowing they don't have their mage's damage. Jenga desperately trying to farm. It seems like they are pegging all their hopes on this marksman being able to carry them in the late game. But are they going to be able to do this, man?
Well,
I can see
maybe the
the
only
comments
hope they
asking,
have.
is Al alive? Oh, the comments want to hear your sweet voice. Tell us, what do you think so far about this game as we look into the third turtle? Paquito looking to get another kill, but doesn't quite get it. Marcel engages and collects a free kill on Dark System and is able to get out so easily. This hero, I do not understand the reluctance from Avisco to give out this many broken heroes in the current meta. I don't understand what the play was, but um, it is just sad to watch as yet another muscle out. Oh my, Hashim.
A
Blazing Duet from the
kill from
cloud.
Jenga.
Managers to
Maybe a bit of
get
hope. Maybe a bit of hope. Maybe a bit of hope.
maybe
You never
a bit of
know.
hope. A 1-for-1 trade. I don't know whether that is the best
And
trading
engage from Dark System, but hey,
manner.
gets dodged on everything. We see Soul Crusher spamming recall. Some might say a passenger princess. So what do you call it? Al, do you see a comeback angle here for this?
Actually, do if
Um, maybe the clone play for Jenga. Singularity says in the comments.
Somebody says
So,
they should make a tutorial on how to ban Paquito. Wow. As we look
and
at yet
Marcel too.
another team fight, the tree goes down so easily, and Astaroth yet again has to saunter away on his horse as Harley is able to pick up yet another kill on Jenga. And Jenga is supposed to be playing safe. He's supposed to be the assurance for Abyss, but it's not looking good. Yikes.
You know when they say MM play safe, and then you have shit like that happening, and it's like, what can I do? Genuinely,
yeah, true.
they're just so fed. We have almost a 10k gold lead for the side of Touch Grass. It's looking dark.
10k gold lead is basically an item on every lane over one another, and that is quite a detrimental goal lead. As we can see, Harley rushing for the Lord, and it looks like it's just going to be another easy, or rather, an easy load, the first load of the game, going towards the side of Touch Grass, as we see Avis trying to go for it. I don't think it's going to be a good idea. Marcel runs into the 5 men and they're going to disengage. Belleric gets caught out, gets caught lacking. He was overextending. Soul Crusher trying to chase desperately. And the ray goes down. They're engaging
Engage from
again.
Dark System
Why
onto
are
the back
they
line,
engaging?
but no damage.
Yep.
No damage to follow up the engage, and this looks like it's going to be GG on this team fight. Are they going to be able to get Dark System?
Oh
And
my
Dark System
god, Dark
goes
System gets
down.
blasted down.
The Lord is marching in the middle lane. Look at the towers on the side of Touch Grass. Avisco were not even able to dent a single tower. Just goes to show you the macro from this team as we look at yet another engage. Soul Crusher
Is this
jumping on the
endable?
tree.
Cotton
This
Candy,
is
one tap.
looking
Is this
mighty
a possible
endable.
GG's?
Squad on the killing spree. Harley on the
Double
unstoppable,
kill
picking
for
up a
Hashwell,
double kill. Astaroth. Is he gonna be able to defend? I do
double kill
not
for
think
Weak
so. And
Wish,
I
and
think this
that
is
is
gonna
GG's.
be
10-minute game.
GG.
A
Wow.
10-minute game.
I'm stunned.
MVP being the unlikely hero Soul Crusher, 1-0-10 on this Phobius, dealing 21% damage and taking 39% damage. This might have been the tank of the
Wow.
team right here.
Laria in the comments says this is TO 2.0. Wow. Personally, that is a level of disrespect I would not be able to take. But hey, everybody is entitled to their freedom of speech in this stream as long as you smash that like button. What a game one.
That
Wow. What do you have to say
that
about this
concludes
game?
I'm speechless. I expected Touch Grass to win, but I didn't expect this much of a landslide win. So yeah, I'm hoping Avis shows us a better gameplay in the next match against Too Easy. Yo,
all right. Be patient with us, guys, as we wait for the teams to come in. A chance for redemption for Avis, hopefully.
hopefully.
What? That
Just,
was quite some. Like, damn. Yeah.
Speechless.
I think we were right. We were right to be scared of this team.
are we muted, Troy?
Oh wow, lovely.
How lovely!
So
It seems that Troy is looking to put us on overtime work,
this man wants
but
us
he
arrested.
well, gents, welcome back to the Afro Arena Championship Group Stages, Day 3. We just came from a very, very one-sided match that has was duly noted in the comments. Did not lasted barely 10 minutes, leading people to have a lot of questions. But
Hey,
game on the
if you
side,
ask me, there is no shame in lasting 10 minutes. By the way, if you ask me, I don't know about
uh,
What are we
family
talking about?
friendly, family friendly stream. By the way,
I'm talking
as we
about
can
Mobile
see.
Legends, like 10 minute matches. You know, like
Well, I'm more focused on the two bands that have currently come on. We can see the Marcel and Atlas, followed duly by a Eudora. Very strong picks, those ones. A lot of people don't know, by the way, but Eudora got a buff, and she has become quite scary after said
at
buff,
least
especially in this assassin heavy meta. But
at
are
least
we
in this
going to
game they're
see the
banning.
Paquito ban? Please, somebody, just
There we
thank
go.
you. There it comes. Oh, God does indeed exist. There is a God, and I think we are now seeing teams learning from the mistakes of previous teams. We see a Melissa coming, which signals to me a targeted ban as we wait to see for the last ban from Too Easy. Hashim, what do you think about these two teams? Tell us more.
Hey, you know what? I'm just happy to not see any target bans and just meta bans. Finally, get rid of the Marcel nonsense, get rid of the Atlas nonsense, the Eudora nonsense, and the Paquito nonsense. And if you ask me, Melissa is already meta. I've been seeing her getting picked in MSC, and I've used her myself in rank. This hero is broken. It's a marksman that works so well against these assassins because you can't kill what you can't touch. And the poke damage is crazy as we see another meta ban coming in the form of Beleric. So at least these teams know what they're doing with the bans. So I guess now it just comes
Looking
down
at
to the
the
picks and
comments,
how they play it. Al, thoughts here.
Honestly speaking, I have no thoughts currently. I'm just waiting to see on their bans and their picks, and then like I'll judge from there now.
looking
With
at the
us,
comments, I
it's
can see Mr. Dark System has a lot of fans. I
a
don't
lot of
know what. Yeah, it's same. We
By a
might.
lot
I
of
don't know
fans,
whether this is the
you mean
same
just
level
one,
of
right?
support from. No, no, I can see. I can see a couple, man. Come on, don't do Mr. Dark System like this. I know his name
Okay,
is
but
a
you
name that is
see, you
pinged
five, see
within
you
the
laterally
community.
calling the Mia pick. It seems Amir is a one trick, so they knew the Mia pick would come in.
And there comes the Mia. I actually had the displeasure of facing this very same Mia, and I would say that I underestimated it and I paid the unfortunate price. So, um, eyes on that Mia who is running Inspire. As we see Astaroth locking in the. Oh my god, are we about to see a repeat of game one?
At least there's no Marcel on the side of too easy this game. But yeah, what's up with you and having bad experiences against these tournament teams? You need to start investigating this a bit further now.
IQ fraud allegations? Question mark. Anyway, I actually it just happened to be a random game, and I will say that is the only thing I have to say about that. As we see DeRay locking in the cow. Oh my god. Guys, is the Mino curse back? Is it real? Are we about to see another cow curse as we head into the second sections of the ban?
I, I,
We
I
see
believe the curse is lifted
Deity.
because the Ray is a good minute up there.
yesterday, the cow was having a good time, you know.
Well,
Kind
it seems like the first day the cow was cursed, the second day the cow curse was lifted. Are we going to see a third day of a cow curse or a curse lifted? Best two
oh,
out of
yeah.
three. We will find out as we see a Clint ban coming from the side of Too Easy.
A
Wow.
targeted ban actually, since Jenga is actually a cleaned main.
Will it be valid to
Interesting.
say that would it be valid to say that this match here determines how the group will go? Because from what we saw from Touch Grass in that first match, that they will probably have a better time against Too Easy in the last match coming up next of the group. And so that would mean that first place goes to them, and whoever gets second and third is going to be up to this match right here. Because we all know third place gets knocked out and the other two advance to the knockout stage. So this match is way more important than meets the eye.
Assuming that too easy is not, or rather, the name too easy is not a foreshadowing for what we are about to see. I don't know whether this would mean it's too easy for them or too easy for the opponent. Either way, I hope it is neither a foreshadowing for either way. As we see the last few bands locked in. We have a Camila Chow on the side of Avis and a Sora Clint on the side of Too Easy as they look to go into the next section of picks. They do not have a Roma and they also do not have an XP laner. What do you think would be a good pick to synergize with what they have so far? Ow.
Uh, for as for Avis, I think Dark System is going to go with his comfort pick. I'm sure we're going to see a Martis pick here. And we see Uncle T picking Lapu Lapu. I think they needed a sustained EXP because they do have a relatively squishy lineup. And there it is. The Martis pick.
I, we can see
Uh-huh.
that Too Easy Anklet locked in. The Lapu Lapu, as Al said, they did need a sustained fighter to buff up that front line. And we see Dark System locking in the Martis pick. Ow, seems like you have the predictions down to a T. Would this be because you have some form of foresight, or is it just experience? Njenga locking in the purple and Cooper, solidifying the team's CC. Avis are looking to have a very CC heavy comp. I do not know what Insidious is going to lock in to deal with all this CC coming from the side of Avis. Hashim, what do you think?
Um, if they had like a tank jungler, I'd say this is a Digi pick. But honestly, I all the meta roamers are just banned. So yeah, it just comes down to comfort. Honestly, whatever is comfortable with. Oh, the Atlas is gone, the Beleric is gone, the Marcel is gone, and if Insidious is comfortable with Gato, I don't see how Gato like would be the best pick here. But yeah, I guess it just comes down to a comfort pick, and seems Gato Kacha is the way he chose to go.
As you said, it's very clear that this is very much a comfort instead of meta kind of draft coming in from the side of Too Easy. Will that come to bite them in the behind? I guess that is something we remain to see as we get into game 2 of the Afro Arena Championship group stages, day 3. Interesting picks coming in from both sides. I'm quite curious to see what this Purple and Cooper is going to do. And at the same time, Astaroth on that Leo mode yet again. Is this time for redemption? Someone in the comments says Gato is a good ROM, and nobody would be fighting with you on that front, except that the only thing that Hashim said is that he does not see the synergy that it would bring to the initial picks coming in from Too Easy. And sometimes many people don't realize that just throwing out good heroes sometimes does not really go far. They have to have some form of coherence, you know. Anyway, game two, sorry, has begun, and we can see um, both junglers seem to want to start on their reds. Both tanks. I'm not sure what seems to be happening with Gato, but yes, it looks like we're back. So Astaroth opts for the blue. Is that signaling a golden rotation?
Think he hasn't learned about the new jungle rotation, or maybe he has something else in mind where you start off with the small camp and then go. over to the buffs. But hey, if he's comfortable, he's comfortable. As we see DT Tsuyu on the side of Easy actually. Yeah, does go with that new jungle rotation. This is a very balanced lineup class, to be honest. I can't really look at either team and say this other team won the draft or this other team won the draft. I think it should all come down to the players, the micro, and how they decide to play this game.
I agree. Something many people have not understood yet about the current jungle rotation is that though, as Hashim, I'm gonna stop as we can see a top lane seems like a gank, but that will not be happening. Mia
This is
gets
not a dunk. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
a
heard.
lag
we
out.
see a pose.
Walked into the
It would
tower.
seem
So
that yes, it would seem that Mia has lagged out, and this might be cause for a restart depending on what we see. In the meantime, Hashim, you were talking about the jungle rotation. And something I wanted to note is that many people, the current jungle rotation is as random gets. You can basically start anywhere. And I think that new jungle strat has opened up junglers, or rather, actually closed off junglers from predictability. You know, usually we would know that a jungler starts from red, goes to blue, etc., etc. Right now, it's very hard to pinpoint what the jungler is up to. And I don't know whether that is a change in the good, according to you, or a change in the weird. Al, what say you?
Uh, Honestly speaking, uh, I don't think most junglers know about the new rotations, but the meta ones. I mean, the good junglers knew about it way before it was a thing. Especially in high rank lobbies. And yeah, so I don't think it changes much because at the end of the day, it just depends on how good a jungler is. A jungler meta is. Yeah, and how good
We
like
seem to be back in the game. Just sorry to cut you off shortly, but we seem to be back in the game, and it doesn't seem as though Too Easy are going to take a restart, and it looks like we are setting up for the first turtle of the game. Al, please finish up.
I actually forgot what I was saying.
ADHD casters is very valid, but as we can
Huh?
see, we are doing the turtle dance right now. Gato playing quite aggressively, diving into the side of Abyss, and neither of these teams has exact proper prior, though too Easy looks like it has a bit of an edge in terms of the prior, and an engage goes on. Uh, Martis looking to do his dance. The ult from Zetian goes on, and the CC is coming into play as we had seen. Gato collects a kill on the Martis. Lapu Lapu also collects a double kill, and it looks like this is going to be an easy turtle for Too Easy. The CC just was not connected that well. Hashim, what do you
honestly,
have to say about
props
that
to
last team fight?
props to props to Uncle T right there. That fight was decided by the Lapu Lapu combo. And even though Dark System and the Zestian Ult took the liberty of starting the fight, Too Easy played it better with the engage from Lapu and ultimately came out on top.
Yeah, I think that fight did not go as Avis had planned, and we can see Too Easy setting up for a gank in the bottom lane, though I don't think it's going to be that successful. Uh, Avis showing some discipline in their rotations at the moment, though they do seem to be falling a bit behind, close to a 1k goal lead at the moment on the side of Too Easy. As we look
As we
at
see a
yet
gank from
another bottom
DT,
lane, as we
Jenga
see
is going to
another
be
bottom
picking up.
lane fight, Venga gets picked off. Astaroth finally gets a kill on his Leo mod, and we can see Mino, the cow, coming in, helping Astaroth collect yet another kill. And this time we see a team fight go to the side of Avis.
Beautiful counter
The
engage,
purple
by
in
the
the
way,
middle.
from the side of Abyss Infinity. A beautiful counter engage to punish Amir. And we see a
I
rotation
agree.
from that system. but seems he won't get anything, and he has to go back up.
Right in the middle, Dere looking like he is in trouble, and he just manages to barely get out. I think what went wrong in the earlier fight is just that Too Easy are not exactly drafted, did not exactly draft a very high early game damage, and in as much as they had a good engage, they just didn't have the damage to follow up. As you know, Mia is a very late game scaling marksman. Same for the Zushin, she doesn't exactly do a lot of damage in the early game. We're looking to settle, or rather to set up for the second turtle of the game. Too Easy looks like they have prior on this turtle. We are having just some pokes, and Derry looks like he's in danger, though he manages to walk it off. And again, Too Easy setting up easy prior for this. Oh, in the bot lane, it seems as though we had a
Sokolil!
solo kill. Oh my. There goes the CC from Zetian. Cow follows up with his CC. Very good CC, but it just
Uncle
seems
T
like,
flicker into the
oh my
back
god,
line
Uncle Chief flicker
and
into the
gets
backline,
laid.
collecting a kill, and it seems as though the CC, while connecting so well, is just not able to be capitalized on well. This is very unfortunate for the
A
side of
second turtle
Abyss.
for Twizy and a wonderful KD of 302 on Anko. Anko carrying Twizy question mark?
Uncle Carry, man. Al, what do you have to say about this team fight so far?
Yeah, the cow cat is back. That's all I have to say.
The cow curse is back, Al says, as Too Easy secure a tower on the top and are looking to get a gank on the bottom. Are
Need
they
a
going to be
pause, by the
successful?
way.
No.
We can just
Astro,
confirm. Ref, we need a pause.
it would seem that we require a pause. I am not sure which team has requested the pause and for what reason, but in the meantime, very slow but steady game we are seeing currently from the two teams. 6 minutes in, 3-7 looks like about a 3K goal lead to the side of Too Easy. A bit of a shift of momentum from the first game we saw, where it was very, very heavily dominated by touch grass. The touch memes are going crazy in the comments, and it seems like Imports FC, as Hashim calls it, has managed to show that they are not a force to be trifled with. On the other hand, we're having a 6 minute game here. If Too Easy or Avis are looking to show us a performance like the first game of an end in the first 10 minutes, we're going to need to see a change. We're going to need to see something shifting from both these teams, though I doubt that is something we are going to see on this game. Hashim.
You see, with this match right here, as you said, it's more competitive. But my issue is looking at the draft, we can both agree, we can all agree actually, that late game is going to favor Too Easy, right? But then, if late
That
game
is
favors Too
correct.
Easy, the early game is also going on for the side of Too Easy, despite it favoring Avis. It's looking like a really difficult match for Avis to try and get back into, because as the game goes on, the scaling heroes are more on the side of Too Easy here. So it's going to be a really tough mountain to climb for Avis.
I agree very much, and it would seem that we are back. Very few technical difficulties aside, it seems that Uncle T looking to invade Astaroth. Astaroth seems to be getting flashbacks from Nam from the first game, and an engage goes on. Dere looking quite, oh, very nice
Great
CC
possession
from the
ult,
Zetian, and we can see that. Oh my god,
but
wow, this is a
system.
very chaotic team fight. It seems that Dark System was able to pick up a kill, but the counter engage from Too Easy is going to see Mr. Dark System get picked off as well. This is quite the chaos
By
in
the
this
way,
team
we
fight.
missed it with
This
the
seems
camera,
like
but there was also another Sokolil down in gold lane for Amir on Jenga. Not looking good for the Popol
gold
Nkuba.
gap question mark. As we
Gold
can
Cup
see
zero
Amir
3.
picking up Abisaka's Fury, and many people know how scary a late game Mia can be. I am not sure whether Avis will have the capability to deal with this late game monster who seems to be scaling quite well so far. We can see Uncle T giving vision to his team, as I'm not sure why, but it seems that Gato was rotating down, I guess, just to give vision to Mia. He seems to have already seen four members from Avis who are clamping up quite a lot. I'm not sure why. Third turtle is looking like it's going to be an easy, too easy turtle. The reluctance to give out these objectives. I'm not sure why, but I guess they know
I mean, to
better
be
or
honest,
used
when you're 6K gold behind, what do you even do in this situation? You just have to give it and not risk it. But then they're also in a situation where the longer they wait, the more they're going to be disadvantaged. So yeah, it's honestly like, what can they do? It needs some individual brilliance or and a very unorthodox play to get them back into this game.
we can see the cow dancing in the middle of Too Easy, I guess, looking for a set. Right now, it seems like all hopes are on Dere on this cow. The cast cow, as Al mentioned earlier, to look for one good set, but I'm not sure how well that set is going to help because when it comes to looking for the damage from Too Easy, we have Amir who is able to purify very fast, and we have um, Zushin, who can also just bounce away. I'm not sure whether the cow is going to be able to get both these two under his CC. We can see Dark System dancing, having a dance with the Ankh, who has been doing quite well this game. The cow also doing his dance in the middle of three Too Easy members, looking for that set. The minion waves look very heavily pushed on the side of Too Easy. They're showing quite good macro. And I guess they are just trying to set up for this Lord, not looking to take any unnecessary risks as Deity picks up the anti-heal against this cow. The cow's effectiveness is just going to keep getting worse and worse as this game goes on. And looking quite dire for Avis as Dark System gets engaged on by Deity, has to burn his flicker to get away. Oh my, this is not looking good for Avis as the Lord is just
I
about
think
to
we need
spawn.
to start a
Cow.
theory, by the way. We need to start the intermittent cow cast theory. First day it was cast, yesterday it was good, today it's cast. Does that mean on the first day of the knockout stages, everyone should pick the cows? It seems to be a good day again. Intermittent castles.
All I have to say is I called it, and we can see the Lord dance happening. Dere trying, but gets
Damn, that's a tank.
cracking by Mr. Uncle T,
Ooh,
and they
Flicker
look
engaged by Uncle T again. Flicker
too easy
onto
smell
Dark
blood.
System.
Too easy smelt blood, and they went for it. Popol and Jenga in a lot of danger. It seems like they do not
There,
want to
brother,
let him go. They
come.
give him a
Uncle T
one.
cooking. Uncle T, my goat, by the
Uncle
way.
T Uncle
Hmm.
T looking like the MVP this game, as it seems like this is going to be a very, very, very easy Lord on the side of Too Easy. Uncle T just flexing his aura right now. It doesn't seem like anybody from the side of Avis is able to answer to this man with the two long swords. Pause.
I'd say that about average length, but yeah, this game is looking worse and worse
Hey, 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 hey,
for a
hey, hey,
bit.
hey. Those are a respectable length of swords, Mr. Hashim. We do not sword shame in this stream. Please.
Right, my apologies. My apologies to the viewers. I was not. I didn't mean to so shame. But yeah, as the way this game is going, the cow is being touched like it's a calf, and Lord charging in for the side of too easy. This looks like it's going to be over kind of soon. It's a cow. So we see an engage Avatar of Guardian, Insidious Silence, and Zushin counter engage gets him under the tower. But the ray falls, and so does Astaroth, and so does Njenga. And this
We
might
have
be
a
endable for
dark
the side of
system
Luigi.
and a cotton candy. Are they going to be able to defend this? Amir K raining arrows with that
Uncle
Mia, and
T,
it looks like this is going to be a very, very, very
it's
hard
8 p.m.
defend for.
Who
Oh,
shut down from
Zushin
Cotton
gets caught
Candy?
lacking by cotton candy. Is it going to be enough though? Njenga looking to respawn in 3 seconds. If Cotton
It
Candy
won't
could
be
just
enough.
hold on,
It
but
will not
it,
be enough.
it,
Will it?
it
It
will
was enough.
just be enough. Clutching by the devil's balls, they are able to defend this,
Damn!
but
That's a thing.
Mr. Cow goes down.
That
Amir
late game Mia
raining
damage.
arrows with
That late
Mia.
game Mia
It's
damage.
starting to
Double
come
kill
in.
for
She
Amir.
collects an easy double kill. Oh my goodness. As the
Wow.
man,
As we
Cotton
see
Candy
at
desperately
Yeah,
trying to
this is
defend,
GG.
but it's not
Guys,
going to
what
be
up?
enough. Mia just one taps that base turret,
And
and
that is
it would
GG
seem
for the side of Twizy.
that the cow curse is back yet again. Wow.
No deaths on this session, by the way. A fairly decent game from Cotton Candy in comparison to the rest of the Abyss team, as we see, of course, Uncle T, the captain for the side of Too Easy. And this now makes for a very interesting game three. Because as we saw, the first game dominated by Touch Grass, and this third game will be Too Easy versus Touch Grass, who are looking to be the two best teams in this group. So maybe Absolute Cinema coming up soon. So guys, stay tuned for the final game of Group C and the final group stage game of the Afro Arena.
the third and final match of the day. Yeah, where we have Touch Grass versus Too Easy. Yeah, both of these teams had like a really they both had a dominant. I mean, they both dominated Avis Infinity. Yeah, and I'm actually pretty excited to see like the two of them face against each other. Will Touch Grass have another dominating performance, or will Too Easy actually give them a tough fight? You know? Yeah. So tune in to find out. Yeah. Oh, and for this specific line, I mean, for this specific match, we have Shani joining us again. Yeah, let's introduce herself and talk about and also tell us which team she thinks will win this specific game.
Shani.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much from Mr. Al for bringing us back. It would seem that Shani is here, but just a tad bit shy. But thank you, Shani, for the moral support. You can say hi to the fans when you are ready, but right now we have to talk about the bans that we can see going on from these two, as Al said, very dominant teams. We can see the Marcel Ling ban from coming from the side of Too Easy. We can see the Mia Lapu Lapu and Mr. Sasuke getting banned on this side of Touch Grass with a final Atlas ban coming from Too Easy. Very meta bans. Some might say these are targeted bans, especially with the Mia from Mr. Amir MK. As we see Mr. Panchito yet again. Oh my god. Can we get some subscribes in the chat for Mr. Panchito, who yet again seems like we need to give people a freaking tutorial on how to ban Paquito. Hashim.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know what kind of tea these guys are cooking in a kettle. But yeah, people just love giving out the patito, and they always pay for it unless it's Tio. So I will remind you guys. First, I shamed you guys for not liking. Now we have 18 likes. Good boys. But are you really good boys if you don't subscribe? Because now I'm really angry. I don't
Tisk,
see a
tisk,
single new subscriber. How dare you guys? How
tisk,
dare you?
tisk, tisk,
Subscribe!
tisk, tisk,
And
tisk,
yeah,
tisk,
so
tisk, tisk.
we see a very good duo pairing up for the side of Too Easy. We see Valentina and Belleric. I think that's to make sure that the Wrath of Dryad is not stolen. So they've gone meta for meta. We give Paquito, but we also take the Belleric and the Valentina. And we ban the Atlas, so good luck finding someone to engage. I think not bad. Not a bad exchange for the first few picks.
I agree very much. It would seem that too easy planning. Oh my goodness. Just as I say that, we can see the Hirara getting locked in by Mr.
Oh my
Hashworld yet again.
god.
Fear saying his name because I fear the demons that I might summon into my room. But many of you might not know, but this guy is a beast on this hero. We see Wikiwish locking in the Zetyan Global Ultimate CC,
Hey,
which
let's
is
go.
very
Whoever
good.
just
From
subscribed, you're
the
a good
region.
boy.
We can see Deity locking in the YSS as we get into the second banning phase. What are we looking to see in terms of bans, Mr. Al? What do you think is going to come from the side, from both sides in terms of bans?
Uh, yeah, Amir. Oh, as for the bans, I think Mavs is going to go Paquito Gold again. So yeah, Too Easy has to ban the EXP in the room. Oh, the Camilla ban.
And there we see the Rom ban with the Camilla. Looking at the comments, I can see a mixed reaction to Mr. Hashim's commentary. It would seem that some people would want Ainub to stop yapping, while on the other side, We can see someone wanting to be called a good boy yet again.
All I've got to
Family
say to the
friendly
person that told
stream,
me
by the way.
to the person that told me to stop yapping, all I've got to say is come make me.
Family
Um,
friendly stream.
as we
By the
see a
way, as we
Yuzong
see the big black dragon getting banned on the
family
side
friendly,
of
huh?
touch grass. Family friendly, guys. Family friendly stream. Now, what are we going to see coming in from the side of Too Easy as Uncle T is looking to ban?
We see a Digimon.
Huh?
We see a dig ban as a direct
Oh my
answer
god.
to the engage from this tree, the big black tree. I wouldn't say it is exactly a big black tree, maybe a big white tree. Family friendly, by the way. Something to note here, Hashim. Uncle T's Lapu Lapu has cut very well on that band section. It would seem that Touch Grass are respecting the man with the big swords, who
Same
we are
thing
not
with
going to
the okay.
say
By the way, there are average length swords, and same thing with the Mia for
family
Amir
friendly stream,
MK.
by the way.
Yeah, we're just talking about the sword lengths and how very useful they can be in battle, depending on their length and
It's not about the
durability.
length of the sword. By the way, the swords are quite girthy, I might say, but it is neither about the length of the sword or the girth of the sword, as we can see Freya, who has a very, very stubby and short sword, which is not to be looked down upon because that sword can do things to people. And we see
Family
Touchgrass
friendly,
flashing
by
some
the way.
very family friendly stream, guys. Family friendly stream. We can see the glue. Mr. Patrick Star gets locked in on the side of Touchgrass with Soul Crusher taking in his MVP hero from the
Nah,
first game,
nah.
Mr.
You know
Jumpy
what?
Boy.
Nah, I disallow it. And you're telling me this guy's got Paquito, Glue, and Hirara.
Yeah,
What?
it is looking quite insane on that. It's looking quite insane on these picks. And people are asking, what is this casting, gang? Some might call it African casting. Please do not look that up
What?
on Google. Or if you do not blame me for what you will find. Now, as we look at
Hey,
Uncle
hey, yo,
T,
you know ball. You know ball.
family,
You know ball.
family, family friendly stream, by the way.
By the
Now,
way,
we're
let's
looking at Uncle
point
T.
out that Soul Crusher got an MVP in the first game with the Phobius, right?
Yeah,
And then these guys said, let's just
but
pick very dust reliant heroes like a Freya and then leave the Phobius open for Soul Crusher again.
You never know. You never know. You see, did he pick the Xbog?
Okay, true. It's a good counter to the tanky guys of the side of Touch Grass. Also, it seems that Touch Grass are looking to dominate the early game once again. That's been their sort of strategy in this tournament, as they always opt for the fighter gold in Paquito.
Yeah, and we
it would
have
seem
someone in the
that
comment section saying cancel IQ.
uh, it is impossible to cancel what is uncancelable. But in the meantime, we are looking to get into the third and final question mark game of day three in the
Somebody said
Afro
IQ has a
arena.
cute voice, and all I'm gonna say is I concur.
Uh, I
Huh?
think me and Hashim's romantic relationship aside, which we are keeping from the viewers, we don't want to get into that for now
Usichome,
because it
usichome.
gets quite spicy. It gets quite spicy.
Should I
Yeah.
be
OnlyFans.com
asking
forward
right now?
slash IQ Hashim question mark. Family friendly stream, by the way. We can see we can see the mid lane dance coming from both Romans and mid as they clear the first waves. Uh, Something of note, by the way, it would seem that neither of the teams decided to go with the traditional marksman as we had mentioned in the previous game that it would seem that most tournaments currently are leaning towards a 5v5 marksmanless game because of the intensity at which these games go. Mid dance, glue, looking to put in some damage on Mr. Boran. I'm not sure how you spell that name, by the way. It would seem that in the comments, somebody says IQ is a chick, by the way, using a voice changer. Wow. How did you figure out my game? God damn it. Yes, I am actually a very cute chick with massive badonkas, double D. But family friendly stream. We're seeing the
Family
mid
friendly,
dance
family
continuing
friendly.
Am I that
as
ruling at this
Valentina
point?
post. It's okay. We love you all the same, Al.
We see a gank from Deity in the bot lane. He's pulled up the ult, the ship, but he doesn't want to let it set sail on St. Eve's.
Yes, that is
Mhm.
true. The Paquito, for the first time in this tournament, seems to be struggling. We, as we said, do not talk about TO as that does not count. But TO hate aside, we see that this Panchito kind of struggling against the Freya and too easy, showing quite good discipline in this early game. I would go as far as to say as they're having the better early game. I don't know how they are going to push this advantage when it comes to the turtle, as we can see both teams looking to set up for the turtle. They're going to
The
need to be
Freya with
careful
the
what
early
this
rotations.
Hirara.
I think the Freya will reach
Yes,
turtle faster than Paquito.
yes, the
And an
prayer is, and
engage
you can
from Kana
see a
on
team fight, an
Insidious.
engage. There goes the Zetian alt, grabbing the first blood. Mr. Deity is able to pick up a kill, gets slayed by the Hirara, who also gets
Ashfall
the
with the
turtle. And
retry,
in this very,
but he will pay.
very chaotic team fight, Xborg is able to pick up a double kill, has to ban his flicker though because of the
Uncle T, my
Panchito.
goat!
And Uncle T showing why he is Hashim's goat. I quite love this. Something to note. Valentina opted to take Wiki Wishes out, and we are going to see how they might use the Zetian out to
Despite
eases,
the
or
great
rather to.
retribution from Hashwalt, it seems that Twizy actually have the gold lead in this game. Touch Grass are behind for the first time in the tournament. So they can be touched as well. They don't just do the touching.
It is uh,
An
touching
invade.
aside again, family friendly
Oh, and
scene.
he's
We can see an
taunted!
invade coming
Great
in
Wrath
from the
of
tree,
Dryad from Insidious
and we
Silence.
can
Hashwalt
see
punished.
Insidious silence with the counter engage on this team, and it would just seem that Hashwald is not having a good time on this Hirara versus the big white tree. And the
Wickwish
big white tree
engaged
looking
on.
to pick up a
Faced by
Wikiwish
Amir,
who
Boa,
is
and
barely
Insidious.
hanging on.
He
And there
flickered,
we
but it's
go with the
gone.
flicker from Valentina to get the Wikiwish. Wow. Touch grass getting touched. Family friendly stream, by the way. Mr. Al, what do you have to say about this? And as well, the fans are saying they are waiting for Shani. Shani, we need to hear that beautiful voice. Please take it away.
Shani
Uh,
left the Shani left the court. I'll
Oh
take
my
it away.
goodness, that is sad. Al, please, you could speak
Honestly
for you and
speaking,
Shani as we see a team fight happening in the middle. Xbox
Wow,
grabbing a
killing
killing
spree for
spree.
my goat.
Wow, Uncle T showing why he is the goat. Damn.
As we see an advantage for Too Easy going into this second turtle, a 2k gold lead. Soul Crusher being melted by Uncle T, my goat. We see all 5 members of Too Easy surrounding this turtle as a very crucial turtle fight looks to be on the card. Soul goes in.
We are
We see
having a
St. Eve's
fight.
Ashworth.
Deity goes down. Harshwald also gets caught out by the Freya. Wikiwish throwing in damage. It does not seem to
Glue.
be
Patrick
enough.
goes
And
in. Also
Glue,
to Insidious, but
Patrick
double kill
dies
for
in.
Amir.
Oh my god, that
Triple
is a
kill for
triple kill for
Amir.
the prayer. What was I just telling you about the short
Wiki
and stabby sword
Flicker out of
of the
bounds for
Freya? Is
Insidious
she gonna get
Silence.
the maniac?
no,
Is that the first
L-
maniac of the
No, it's
tournament?
not.
Question mark.
But
No, it is
plays
not.
St.
But
Eve.
it was the closest thing that we had to a maniac. And I'm telling you guys, the short stabby sword. It is not about the length or girth of the sword, but how you use it. And Mr. Amir K showing
The
us with his
second
short
battle goes
stabby
to Too
sword.
Easy. Second battle goes to Easy and almost a 3k gold lead for side of Too Easy. Oh, never
Uh,
mind. We shut down by Ashton.
The
Hey,
short
hey, hey.
stabby sword goes down to the might of Mr. Harshwald,
um,
aka Hirara. Nobody should Google R34/Hirara for good reasons, but it seems that the might of the short stubby sword was not enough for the question mark. As we can see, St. Ives and Hashwell working on that bottom tier tower, and the tree looking to walk towards the bottom to secure the lane.
Now, I don't know about
Yoshua
you
Watri
niggas,
is
but
going to
I am
see
having an
getting into
amazing
mid
time
game.
watching this match. This has been the most competitive match of the group so far. Uncle T is surrounded by
There is a team
everyone,
fight
and he
happening.
flickers
Uncle
out.
T is surrounded and he is able to flicker out. Thank
My
God. It
goat.
would seem that
That's why
your
he's the
goat is
goat.
still holding on to his goat title
Amir
as Freya
MK gets
collects
the
a
tower down
bottom
bot.
turret. And looking at the comments, we can see people saying that Amir is not a one trick question mark. People
He is
thought that
not.
the Mia was what would be the detriment of, and we can see another team fight as the tree gets picked off and Panchito showing why he is supposed to be banned. And Uncle T, aka Hashim's goat, unfortunately takes his first L of the game as we see Touch Grass possibly setting up for the third turtle, and it might seem like it's an easy turtle towards Touch Grass this time.
Damn,
Wow.
the lead has been thrown away from too easy, sadly. Bad fight, got picked off, no trades, and looks like it's going to be a third. The third title goes to the side, or will go to the side of Tatgras if they decide to take it or leave for the Lord. Hasworth invades, gets the blue buff, and yeah, the tide of this game is shifting to favor to favor Tatgras. Too easy, what are you doing? My goat, Uncle T, come on, do something.
Yeah. It would seem that they took a very, very bad fight and no trades were done there. But it looks like another team fight is about to happen here. The Zetian out is bowled out, which does not really bear any fruits. But it seems like they are looking for this Amir, the not so one trick, who manages to get away to safety. He was looking to take down the top turret, possibly looking for a trade against the third and easy turtle coming in from Touch Grass, who seem to really love this grass, by the way. We can see Wikiwish, Soul Crusher hugging the grass. And people say, report IQ after this. It is okay. I will give you guys the avenue to report once this complete, absolute cinema of a game ends. But what are Too Easy gonna do? Are they going to get back their goal lead as we look to transition into the mid game? Uh, Hashim, Al, what say you?
Oh,
Al, any thoughts on this game? Because now it currently looks to 50. It looks like 50-50 and too easy throwing away the lead.
exactly. It looks 50-50. Feels 50-50. No, it doesn't feel 50-50. It feels like the tides are slowly turning in favor of touch grass, which is
Mm-hmm.
crazy to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, they had a really, really good early game. But I think touch grass.
As
So
we
like
see in top lane, Amir MK getting
Top
chased
lane,
down by
Hashwell
Harshwal.
getting a kill, getting picked off, and we can see Uncle T using his ult to get away as Hashwell continues to put pressure on the big white tree. Oh my goodness, what is it with
is
all the
it
big
white
dirty
or is
things
it brown?
getting mogged in this game?
Is
Very
this true?
interesting game we're seeing here. Deity trying to secure his red buff cannot do it as the Panchito, showing yet again why this hero should be banned in every game. Mr. Tree looking for an engage doesn't seem to be able to get it, and it would seem that Touch Grass are about to set up for the first lord of this game. Mr. Tree walks in, looks for the engage, does not account for the Zetian, who pushes him back before he can out, and that is just sad as that would have been a really good engage coming from Insidious Silence. But in the meantime, we see that Touchgrass having prior over this first lord, as we can see the Pox coming in. They're looking to take down one person so they can have an easy lord, but that is
So
not looking
Crusher
to go
picked
in their
off.
favor as Soul Crusher goes down. Wow. Uh, might this be instead an easy lord for Too Easy? I don't think so, seeing as the tree is quite low. We are seeing Glue dancing around with
By the way,
Valentina
three
here.
level gap for the junglers. Hashwat level 15, DHE level 12. This is going to be a very bad Red battle if
Yeah,
Louisiana try taking the load.
this just shows the gap between the constant farming Hashrat has been doing and Deity, who has been getting choked off in his own jungle. It is quite unfortunate, but let's see how this fast load goes. As we can see, many members of Too Easy getting poked out. Seems like they might have to surrender this fast load. Look at the aura on this Patrick Star, able to walk into five enemies without getting punished. Hashwald goes in with the Zetian out. Is he able to pick off anybody? No, it doesn't look like it. Glue is really being a menace to the backline, preventing the tree from getting any follow up to
Oh,
a very
possession
nice
all
set. However,
stolen by Boa.
we see Deity able to pick off one person thanks to the ult stolen by Boa. Boa, the goat, who has been praised in the comment section at this point for a pretty good game,
Zero
I
death,
would
by the
say.
way.
2-0 and 10, yes. Is it going to be enough though? Touch
Well, it
grass
was
are really,
Hashwat
really
that was picked off, so maybe this signals a chance to take the load, but not really. I
something to
think they will
note
be
is
safe.
that touch grass are able to completely zone off Too Easy because unfortunately for Too Easy, once the big white tree is gone, it doesn't seem like they have any frontline pressure per se, and it's not really working in their favor. We can see a fight in the top
Why
lane between
white?
Amerique and the Panchito, and she playing so aggressively, looking to dive, and the Panchito has to
Flicker
burn the
popped out.
flicker. A deity is in the top. I don't know whether that is a good decision because it might have given Touchgrass an avenue to rush the Lord. Doesn't seem like it. Hashwell
The
gets comes to help the Paquito, able to take down Amir K and Deity, and this seems like it's going to be an easy Lord for Touchgrass. Although a team fight happening in the middle, the tree yet again is able to get a good set, but no follow up. What is happening with the side of Too Easy? It doesn't seem
the
like they're
goat goes
able to follow
down.
up.
Quickly,
Wickwish gets
also
taken
goes
down by
down.
Boa. Perfect. It does seem like Boa is playing a really, really good game this game, but Soul Crusher
He's
looking to
going
end
to
the reign of this Boa who hangs on by the devil's balls yet again. But it would seem like ultimately the first lord of this game is going to go to the side of Touch Grass. What an absolute cinema game. Hashim, Al, take it away.
well. I think you were right when you said that the tides were shifting, favoring touch grass because now they seem to be dominating this game and they've just gotten the load and Hashbox looks to be a big headache. So does some Crusher, to be honest. And now it's too easy on the defense. And we
We can
see
see
an
a
engage
fight
coming on.
here.
Wrath of Dryad.
An
They
engage
pick off
coming on from the
Hashbox.
tree. Deity able to pick off Hashworld.
And in the
And
back,
we can
we
see
see
Smoke
Amir
Crusher.
MK engaging onto Wikwis, picks
Wikiwish
him off.
taken down
Amir
by
MK
Amir
goes on.
MK.
Kana forced to
They
go out of the
smell
fight.
blood. Is Kana going to get picked off as well? No, it does not seem like it, and that will be a 2-0 trade for Deity, or rather for Too Easy as they look to go up and defend that Lord. I do not know the decision coming from Touch Grass to engage that. I'm not sure. They had the Lord pushing up top, and they could have just waited for it, honestly, and pushed in with it, and it would seem like this first load is going to be completely wasted, no inhibitors or otherwise, as we look to go into the next 120 seconds before the next load. What are we expecting to see here? Oh,
Um, honestly speaking, I think Touch Grass has a better chance, but only if they stay disciplined enough. As you can see from Hirara, she decided to engage the Bellery, thinking she could escape, not accounting for the fact that Belleric's rather of the child who was in place, the fact that Easy was all gathered around Beleric. So yeah, it all depends on discipline. I think if a team is more disciplined, will have this game.
Yeah, the key word of this night is discipline. It would seem that Mr. Hartwell is getting a tad bit, excuse my friend, cocky, and it is not doing them well. Hirara, known not to have the best scaling into the late game, uh, looking into this too easy, are looking to have a much better late game. And I don't know whether the decision by Harshwald to, oh, Boa walks into a bush led game, finds a Panchito, and gets comboed. Uh, some might say she got knocked up, but this is a family friendly stream, so we are not going to use that. As we can see, yet another team fight happening in the bottom, and Hashwald jumps in, gets caught, is able to flicker out just by the balls of this, and turns the tides around in Touch Grass's favor, who were looking to take Hashwald down, not knowing that Hirara is as slippery as a family friendly stream, by the way. Uh yes, and we this seems like it's going to be yet another easy load for the side of Touch Grass. Wow. How the turntables.
Well, um, a lot has been happening, but one thing we can undeniably say is that this has been a very action-packed match, and I can't even point a finger at any team and say, "Hey, you did badly here." Both these teams have played amazing, and it just seems that the better team composition, despite all the players playing well, is what's helping the side of Touch Class here have the slight advantage as they look to end this game and top Group C. But I don't think it's going to be that easy as we have all the odds up for the side of too easy for this base defense.
Uh, did you just jinx to Evie? Because Amir just had to use her ult defensively.
Well, the load
We
is
can
gone.
see the Lord pushing down on the bottom, and it was defended quite well by Too Easy. They might be looking to take this mid inhibitor turret. They get it, and that is going to be a string of super minions pushing on both the mid and top wave, which has been gotten. The tree gets a good set. Xbox looking to capitalize on this, not really being able to get it. Uncle T looks to not have the same mojo as he did in the last game, and Touch Grass are just at the tip of the base, family friendly stream. And it would seem like they want to end this game. They um, smell blood. And I'm sorry to say, but Too Easy are quite bottling under this pressure. As I said from Al's previous rhetoric, the key word of this is discipline, and it would just seem that Too Easy. I'm not looking very disciplined, taking fights that are not really going in their favor, etc., etc. And Boa walking into a bush, and we can see yet another team fight that the tree gets a set but finds nobody. Zetian counter alts, and we can see Hashwell picking up deity yet again. And the tree and Mr. Amir are getting caught in this, and it does not seem like they'll be able to escape. Will they? Soul
Soul
Crusher,
Crusher
chasing Amir.
relentless in the
Oh my
chase.
god, the tree, the big white tree goes down. This is very sad. They took yet another fight that they could not. Hashwell immobilizing and capitalizing off this into a finish. Oh my, absolute cinema as
That was indeed a great
Touch
game.
Grass
We
are able to take the final game as well.
and that means that they will indeed top Group C, joining DD, Aura, and also Royal Supremacy as the teams that take first place in the Afro Arena group stages. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for everyone who's been with us and supporting us so far. And with this, we now have the final standings of all the groups in the tournament. And might I just say, this was one of the best games of the tournament so far. Credit goes to Too Easy, credit goes to Touch Class. Both of them make it out of the group into the knockout stages, and we'll definitely keep a close eye on them. So, final thoughts on this game, IQ, before we go on to talking about the next stage of this tournament?
Yeah, I would
Um,
say that this game was absolute cinema. It was way more back and forth than anyone could have predicted. Literally, the third game almost took the time of the first and second games combined. That just goes to show that neither team was exactly completely dominating. In fact, looking at Boa having a higher rating as the MVP loss on the side of Too Easy than St. Ives on that Panchito who took the MVP. By the way, yet again, this Panchito who just keeps finding a way to slide in family friendly stream, by the way, slide into the drafts. It's not looking good. I do not know why they just do not ban this Panchito. 24% damage coming in from him on a 7-1-6. I have to give it to Boa. Boa really tried to hold on, tried to be the glue that holds Too Easy together, but it just seems like Too Easy were not making the right decisions, especially looking or rather going into the late game. It just seemed like they bottled under the pressure. Deity kept getting caught by Hashwell. It was chaos, and he was pretty much the late game assurance that Too Easy were looking at. And the moment he was getting picked off at the start, Too Easy had nothing in the tank to answer with the aggression that was coming. Soul Crusher and Kana kept on pressuring the backline of Too Easy. It was quite crazy. Wikiwish throwing in the damage. I would say Touchgrass look coming into the end of the game looked a lot like the team we saw in the first game, and yeah, overall it would seem like the better team won, even if both teams played to their absolute best, in my opinion. Absolute cinema. Loved this third game. Ow.
yeah, I really don't have much to say because anything I'll say will just be echoing what you said. So, yeah, it was a fun game. Today has been a fun day, honestly speaking. Touch grass taking first place. Avis getting eliminated, honestly speaking. Kind of unexpected, but yeah, it is what it is. So um, yeah, this is Al signing off. Yeah, thank you.
All right. So, guys, for those of you who are still here, before I give it to Troy, the streamer, if he wants to say anything, if not, then I'll be the one to conclude the stream. Just a bit more information on the tournament as a whole. This last match, since Absolute Cinema has signaled the end of the group stages, and Group A, Group B, and Group C has finally concluded. Group A, we had the ninth order being knocked out. Shit. Being knocked out. Then in Group B, we had Haas and him. And in Group C, today, as we have seen, Avis Infinity being knocked out. Every other team has advanced to the knockout stages. And more information coming up into the announcements later about how the knockout stages will go and how the matchup will be decided. But for now, I just want to thank all of you for tuning in, supporting us, being patient with us, because I know in the last couple of days we've had some technical issues, but today we were on time, on schedule. We were flawless when it comes to issues, and it's been the best experience we've had so far. Hoping for the same moving on to the knockout stage. So please stay tuned, keep showing your support, and that's that for Ainab here as the organizer. Massive thanks to the casters and the streamer. Casters today we had Al and IQ by my side, and to the streamer Troy for keeping everything together. Troy, any words or is that it for today?
Well, I guess it's safe to say that we were all entertained today. Uh, really wish it was like this from day one. And sorry for all the issues, but they're pretty much resolved for now. So going into the next stage of the tournament, things should proceed just as smoothly, hopefully. I might say that and jinx myself, but yeah, very very good performance coming from the teams and from the casters desk as well. I'm sure it has been entertaining on both fronts. I give a shout out to both our casters today, IQ and Inob. They are also players, but honestly, put it down in the comment section if you think they should, retire and join me over on the caster's desk. That will be interesting, won't
Ah,
it?
hell no, bruh.
Oh,
I
hell
need
no.
to dominate. I need to dominate. But you're forgetting our guy Al here.
Yeah, Al is
Guys,
also here, and Al quite new to casting, but he's doing a really really good job, and we are very proud to see more talent coming up from the community as well. And also Shani was here for a moment, but I guess she wasn't able to make it all through to the end. We are all about gender representation here, and yeah, but so far so good. Hope to see you guys in the next stages. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe. You are looking to hit that 500 subscriber milestone, guys. We can do this by the end of the Afro Arena Championships. Let's get there, and let's also break through that. Okay, so share the link, subscribe, guys. This is peak Mobile Legends Kenya, well, with some imports, but yeah, we're doing really great here, so we'd appreciate your support. Just tune in, like, leave a like. It really helps us more than you imagine. And with that, that will be the end of the group stages of the Afro Arena Championships. And wishing you all a good night and GG's.
We will see you guys some other time. Cheers.
okay, as in